Hello, and welcome back to Auto Engina. Today, we're going to talk about how you can turn the Triumph Scrambler 400X into the ideal touring machine for you. What is a Scrambler? It is essentially a road bike with more suspension travel and ground clearance. What that allows you to do is feel a bit more adventurous on a road bike. Let's get real. When we buy a motorcycle like this, we're not really chasing that Dakar dream. What we're looking for is a motorcycle that can do that 500-600 kilometer riding day comfortably, and it should also have the ability to take short detours to explore that hill or that beach or that trail. In that sense, the Scrambler 400X does a few things really well. It definitely can handle our roads comfortably and also the rough stuff when you want to go off it. And it does all of this rather confidently. Hence, with comfort in check and 40 bhp under your right hand, this bike is a capable tourer. But it needs a little help becoming a better one. And that's where we come in. In this video, we will talk about our touring and crash protection solutions dedicated for the Scrambler 400X and how you should choose from these accessories to best complement your riding style while also offering genuine practicality in your everyday life. So let's get right in. Let's begin with damage protection. First and foremost, crash guards. See, the stock guard on the Scrambler 400X is a compact design and does the job just fine, in case you drop the bike in your parking lot or one of those slow speed city crashes. It doesn't really get in the way. Yes, there have been complaints of it not covering the lower half of the motorcycle, and on the other side, there have been cases reported with the gear shifter braking when these accidents happen, and that is where we decided to create our crash guard a little differently. What we've done is we've kept it sleek, but we have extended the width by say 2 inches, and if you take the slider off, it's about an inch and a half. This extra coverage also ensures that the lower half of the motorcycle is not compromised. Now, how have we designed this? Again, our policy, which is ensure that the crash guard stays intact with the motorcycle and does not compromise its structural integrity. So we found 3 points, 1, 2, and 3, and these are the most sound points for the crash guard to attach onto the motorcycle. We also have crumple zones. The idea of a crash guard is not to transfer all the shock onto the chassis, but to crumple up and then stop at a certain point. And that's exactly what we've been able to achieve with this crash guard. The next thing I want you to consider putting in your shopping cart is a radiator guard. Now, this is an extremely essential item, especially for you tourers, because when we're out there, conditions are always very different. This radiator guard is designed with functionality in mind. The inverted fins on this radiator guard serve 2 purposes. 1, increase ventilation, and 2, stop debris from entering. This ensures optimal performance from your engine, and we've also constructed it with stainless steel and aluminum to give it that rugged look to really suit that Scrambler style appeal that this motorcycle has. Well, now you're probably wondering, what about the bash plate? Well, the one that's already on here, stock from the company, seems to do the job just right. Now that we've looked at crash and damage protection, which makes a lot of sense in your everyday life, let's dive a little deeper into this motorcycle's touring ability. We will begin with saddle stays. Yes, I'm saying saddle stays and not pannier racks for a reason, because although the subframe of this motorcycle is strong and can handle a pannier, this exhaust design, which is slightly longer than say your KTM 390 Adventures Generation 2 or even Generation 3, which is an underbelly exhaust, there is no space for a pannier box, which can upset the motorcycle's dynamics on the road. Hence, we recommend you go with soft luggage on this motorcycle. Now, the good thing about these saddle stays is that it can accommodate large saddle bags. I'm talking 40 liters on either side. So that is a lot of touring that you can do on this motorcycle, because these stays, each side can hold up to 10 kilograms of weight. So you're really good for those long haul rides. And the good thing is the design, the sloping down design also allows for good ergonomics for your pillion. They can easily sit and have enough clearance for their feet to be ahead of your saddlebags. Now that's a big boon for your pillion. Another thing I want you guys to know is that our racks are compatible with your standard stock tail rack that comes with every Scrambler 400X. So you don't necessarily have to buy ours. You can just get the side system, it's plug and go, and you're good to go. The next thing I want to talk to you about is this tail rack system. See, if you're not a saddlebag guy like me, a tail rack system is an extremely integral part of a tourer. The standard tail rack that you get from Triumph, the stock one, it's a great design, but it just simply lacks the load carrying capability that you need on a long tour. Just 5 kilograms, I don't think that's sufficient. You want something that can accommodate at least about 10 to 15 kilograms. Be it a saddlebag or a top box, that is how much weight this tail rack system needs to be able to hold, and that's exactly what we've been able to achieve with our tail rack system. So if you're someone who's looking for a sleek, lightweight tail rack with the payload capability of say a big tail bag or a top box system, this is something you should definitely consider. Next, a touring top box. This is one of those touring accessories which make a lot of sense even in your everyday life. But from a touring perspective, this is one of those things that integrate very well with the profile of the motorcycle. So if you're someone who's not a saddlebag guy, but you want sufficient space for your items for those weekend trips, a top box is something that you definitely should consider. This one that we have has 42 liters of space. That's big enough to hold a jacket, a full face helmet, and a lot of your other knick-knack items. But in case you decide to actually travel with it, we have also integrated an inner bag. This inner bag comes with different compartments, so not all your stuff is just left loose. It's nicely arranged and segregated. Another touring feature that we've incorporated with this box is an integrated backrest. This is something that your pillion will thank you for, because you don't have another additional unit pushing them ahead. This is integrated neatly with your box. So this top box has a payload capacity of 6 kilograms. It sits on a quick release system, and the best feature about this top box is its construction. It's made from 3 different panels of aluminum. So in case over a period of time, let's say the joints wear out or you have a fall and you damage the box, you don't have to throw the entire box away. You can simply go onto our website under the spare section and find spares for everything, from every rivet, every nut, and every panel on this box. So this keeps the longevity of your investment and intact, and it gives you the convenience of a streamlined luggage solution for the Scrambler 400X. Final 3 accessories on our list for this motorcycle include this GPS holder. Now this is compatible with most GPS units or your mobile phone holders. The ergonomic design ensures that it sits at a level which is in your line of sight but not intruding in your line of sight of what's happening on the road. That's an important feature. The second item is a side stand extender. If you are someone who goes off-road, trust me, this is something that you need, because finding a rock for your side stand may not always be a luxury. And the final thing is just something cool which adds a little more rugged look to the motorcycle, and that is this slider, or say a cover for the brake fluid reservoir. These are three things that you can, it's not a must-have, but it is something that you can definitely consider adding to your list if you're someone who's very passionate about touring, because they make sense when you're on multi-day rides. And now these three accessories aren't something that we make, but from our observation over the time that we've spent with this motorcycle is that you need these three things to become one with this motorcycle on those long tours. The first item that we think you should definitely invest in is a good touring windscreen, because buffeting can become a real issue on a naked scrambler like this. So get a touring screen, it just makes the ride a little more comfortable. The second thing that you can actually invest in, and it would be a great addition, are fog lights or auxiliary lamps, because let's face it, stock headlights are never consistently good, especially on our dark roads. And the last item that we would say you should definitely invest in is a set of fog gaiters, because these are USDs, and if you are touring and you decide to put the bike off-road, there is a good chance that your fork seals may wear and tear quicker. So you should invest in a fork seal. They just keep the debris out and they keep your suspension healthy for longer. Alright, now that we've seen all the accessories that we have designed for the Triumph Scrambler 400X, this is what we want to leave you with. It is extremely important for you to know what kind of rider you are and how you like to tour. And it is not important that your motorcycle look a certain way just because it looks good on Instagram. Buy what you need and what works best for you. We can't stress this enough. But before you buy your touring accessories, maybe when you get this motorcycle home, the first thing that you can equip yourself with is the crash protection set. Begin there, and most importantly, begin with good riding gear. We can't stress this enough. None of this is important if you, the rider, is not protected. So invest in good riding gear, protect your motorcycle, ride it often, and over a period of time, you will realize what kind of touring do you like. Are you a saddlebag guy? Get this set. Get the saddlebag stay. Nothing else. If you're a tailbag guy or a top box guy, invest in a rack. You have different plates and you can just accessorize your motorcycle for the ride that you like to ride. And that's what's important. And there you have it. If you're in the market for an accessory for your Triumph Scrambler 400X, be it a crash protection solution or a touring solution, I really hope this video helped you choose better or understand better what is it that you need. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please share it with your friend, give us a like, and do subscribe to our channel. Our website, all these accessories are in the link below in the description. So please do check out our website, and we will see you in the next one.